the darkest corners of our minds, we often find ourselves lost, entangled in the harshness of the world. The weight of our circumstances presses down on us like an insurmountable force, and we fall prey to the illusion that life is something to endure rather than shape. We are told time and again that we are victims of fate, that our destinies are decided by unseen hands far beyond our reach. But what if I told you the truth is much darker, more potent, and infinitely more dangerous than anything you've been led to believe? What if I told you that you are not a victim, not a mere observer of life, but the creator of everything that happens to you? This is the law of attraction. It is not some airy, mystical force that bends to your whims. It is the unyielding, relentless truth that your thoughts, your desires, and your beliefs are the raw, unfaltering power that shapes the entire world around you. Every single experience you face, every person you meet, every opportunity that arises or fails to arise exists because of the thoughts you've allowed to fester in your mind. Your reality is the effect, and your thoughts are the cause. This truth is both empowering and terrifying. It means that no circumstance is beyond your control. No event in your life is simply by chance. You are the architect of your own destiny. Your complaints about your current situation, your laments about the cards you've been dealt, these are the crutches of the weak, the excuses of those who refuse to face the terrible power that lies within them. To complain is to deny your own power. The conditions of your life are not random. They are the product of your thoughts and the energy you have put out into the world. This is a brutal truth, but it is the truth, and it is time you accept it. To change your life, you must first accept that you have the ability to control it. The mind is a force, an unstoppable force that can bend reality itself. But understanding this is not enough. You must act upon it. You must take persistent action until the full extent of your power becomes undeniable. You must practice mental discipline until you realize that there can be no failure, only results shaped by your will. Your mind, your thoughts, your desires, these are the tools with which you will carve your path. And if you wield them correctly, the universe itself will bend to your command. But the path to mastery is not easy. The mind is complex, a labyrinth of conscious and subconscious forces. At first, your thoughts must be directed with purpose and intention. Conscious thought is the spark that ignites action, but action must become automatic, unconscious, in order to create the momentum necessary for transformation. This is where true power lies, not in momentary fleeting action, but in the repetition of thought, the repetition of action, until the mind functions as a seamless machine, working tirelessly on your behalf. At first, you will struggle. At first, your efforts will feel forced, unnatural. But persistence will make these actions automatic. The subconscious will begin to take over, absorbing your conscious efforts and transforming them into tangible reality. It is here, in the automatic processes of the subconscious, that the true power lies. It is here that your thoughts become flesh. And once your subconscious mind has been trained to work on your behalf, it will no longer argue, no longer resist. It will simply create. And the mind, the body, and the world around you will obey. But there is something deeper, something more visceral at play here. The conscious mind is but the gateway to the subconscious. The subconscious is not just passive. No, it is a living, breathing force in its own right. When you direct your conscious thoughts with purpose, they flow into the subconscious, where they are transformed into the energy that fuels your body, your spirit, and your very life force. This is where true creation happens. This is the realm where the finite meets the infinite, where the unmanifest becomes reality. This is where your true power lies, the power to shape and change not only your life, but the world itself. The solar plexus, that center of energy within you, is the focal point of this transformation. It is the sun of your body, radiating power to every part of you. When your solar plexus is activated, when your energy flows freely, you become magnetic. You exude power, confidence, and vitality. People are drawn to you, and everything you touch begins to flourish. But when that energy is blocked, when your thoughts are clouded with doubt, fear, and hesitation, the light dims. Your energy stagnates, and with it, your life force. You will feel the weight of stagnation, the heavy burden of wasted potential. And this stagnation is the cause of every ailment, every failure, every disappointment in life. It is not the world that fails you. It is your own energy, your own blocked force that brings you down. But here's the thing, you can change it. You have the power to unblock that energy, to free yourself from the chains of doubt and fear that bind you. It begins with the destruction of your greatest enemy, fear. Fear is the poison that kills your energy. Fear is the parasite that feeds off your potential. Fear is the cloud that hides your sun, keeping you locked in darkness. You fear the past, the present, and the future. You fear yourself, your friends, your enemies. You fear failure, rejection, judgment. Fear is the disease that infects your mind, and until you eradicate it, your power will remain dormant. But when you destroy fear, utterly and completely, your light will shine. The clouds will part. Your energy will flow freely, and the full extent of your power will be unleashed. You will be free from the grip of negativity, free to create the life you desire. No longer will you be a slave to external circumstances. You will be the master of your fate, the commander of your destiny. And here's the darkest truth. You cannot wait for the world to change for you. You cannot sit back and hope for things to improve. The world is harsh only to those who fail to assert themselves, to those who remain passive and wait for others to shape their destiny. The criticism of the world is bitter, but it is only bitter to those who cower in fear of it. The world will crush those who fail to stand up and demand what is theirs. But those who know their power, those who understand that they control the flow of their own energy, will never fear criticism. They will never fear rejection. They will simply radiate power, courage, and confidence. They will be unstoppable. The key is this: you must demand more. You must expect more. You must never accept mediocrity or failure. If you expect nothing, you will receive nothing. But if you demand much, you will receive much. The universe will deliver to you what you put out. Your thoughts are the blueprint for your reality. And if you put out the energy of greatness, greatness will be the result. It is not about how you will achieve your desires. It is about recognizing that you already possess the power to bring them into being. You are the channel through which the infinite creative power of the universe flows. The law of attraction is not a theory. It is a fact. The universe can only act through you, and you can only act through the universe. You and the universe are one. Do you realize the power you hold? Do you understand the infinite potential that resides within you? Your subconscious mind is the key to unlocking this power. It is a direct link to the creative energy of the universe, and it responds to your conscious thoughts and desires. When you focus your mind, when you impress your desires upon your subconscious, the infinite forces of the universe are set into motion. Your thoughts will shape reality. Your desires will become tangible, and you will become unstoppable. The only thing standing in your way is fear. Destroy it. Destroy it completely. Let your light shine. Let your energy radiate. The world is yours for the taking. You have the power to shape your reality, to create the life you desire. The universe will bend to your will. It has no choice. Now is the time to claim your power. Now is the time to create. The world will bow to the force of your mind, and nothing will be able to stop you. Lesson 1. Understanding the power of thought. Objective. Grasp the foundational principle that your thoughts create your reality. Key concepts. Everything you experience is the result of your thoughts. Thought is the cause. Your life and experiences are the effects. Recognize that you are the architect of your reality, not a victim of external circumstances. Introduction. The silent creator within you. Most people move through life unaware of the immense power they wield within their own minds. We are so conditioned to believe that external circumstances define our lives, our environment, our relationships, our situations, that we rarely question the very foundation of our existence, our thoughts. The truth is stark and unyielding. Your thoughts are the building blocks of your reality. They are the silent architects, shaping every event, interaction, and experience in your life. This lesson is the beginning of understanding how to control your destiny by mastering your thoughts. If you look closely at every aspect of your life, you will find that your circumstances are a direct reflection of the thoughts you've entertained, consciously or subconsciously. From the people who come into your life, to the opportunities you receive, to the successes and failures you face, everything is linked to the mental energy you put out into the universe. In fact, the reality that you experience is not separate from your inner world. It is a direct extension of your inner state. Your thoughts are the seeds from which everything grows. The power of cause and effect. The law of attraction, at its core, is nothing more than the law of cause and effect. Thought is the cause. Life is the effect. Whatever you think about with consistent focus, emotion, and intention, you begin to attract into your life. This is not just some philosophical idea. It is a fundamental law of nature. It is as real and unyielding as the law of gravity. You cannot escape it, and you cannot deny it. Your thoughts dictate the experiences you encounter. Think of your mind as a garden. Every thought is a seed, and just as a garden grows based on the seeds you plant, your life grows based on the thoughts you cultivate. If you sow seeds of negativity, doubt, and fear, you will reap a harvest of misfortune, hardship, and missed opportunities. If you plant seeds of positivity, gratitude, and abundance, you will cultivate a life of opportunity, prosperity, and growth. The cause, your thoughts, will inevitably lead to the effect, the conditions you experience. What you focus on grows, whether that focus is on what you want or what you don't want. You are always attracting something into your life, whether you realize it or not. Therefore, the first step to changing your life is to take control of your thoughts, to consciously choose the seeds you plant in your mind. Taking responsibility for your thoughts. Here lies the uncomfortable truth. No one else is responsible for your circumstances. It's easy to point fingers and blame others. whether it's your family, society, or external circumstances. But the reality is, you are the one who has chosen the thoughts that have created the situation you are currently in. Your life is a reflection of your inner world, of what you've allowed your mind to dwell upon. This is a moment of reckoning. It means taking full responsibility for your thoughts, and by extension, for the reality you're experiencing. To break free from the chains of victimhood, you must embrace this responsibility. You must stop blaming the outside world for what you perceive as failures and begin to look within. No one else can change your mind, except you. You hold the key to unlocking the life you desire, but it starts with the realization that it's all up to you. When you accept that you are the creator of your experiences, a profound shift occurs. The burden is no longer on others. It is on you. And that burden is also your liberation. Because once you take control of your thoughts, you take control of everything. Practical exercises to implement the power of thought. Daily reflection and awareness. Begin each day by spending 5 minutes in silent reflection. Sit down in a quiet space, close your eyes, and allow yourself to become aware of your current thought patterns. Are your thoughts positive, focused, and productive? Or are they negative, fearful, or uncertain? Write it down. Keep a journal next to you. After your reflection, write down the thoughts that are most present in your mind. Ask yourself, what do these thoughts reveal about my current state of mind? Are they helping or hindering me? Thought monitoring. Throughout the day. Throughout the day, make it a practice to observe your thoughts at key moments. When you are dealing with a challenge, pay attention to the narrative running through your mind. Is it one of frustration or optimism? Is it empowering or limiting? Interrupt negative thought patterns. The moment you catch yourself thinking negatively, practice consciously interrupting those thoughts with an affirmation or a more empowering thought. For example, if you think, "I can't do this," replace it with, "I am capable of achieving anything I set my mind to." Journaling for clarity and intent. At the end of each day, review the experiences you encountered. What thoughts did you entertain throughout the day? How did those thoughts shape your experiences? Did any thoughts lead to certain events or encounters? Set your intentions for the next day. Write down your intention for the following day. Focus on what you want to create, what kind of energy you want to radiate, and how you want to approach challenges. The clearer your intentions, the more deliberate your thoughts will be. The role of emotion in manifestation. It's important to understand that thoughts alone are not enough. Thoughts must be infused with emotion. The law of attraction works most powerfully when your thoughts are charged with feeling. This is why merely thinking positively, without feeling it deep within your core, will yield little result. The emotion behind your thought acts as the fuel that propels it into manifestation. When you think of a goal or a desire, you must not only visualize it, but also feel the emotions as if it's already a reality. For example, if you're thinking about financial abundance, feel the excitement, the relief, and the gratitude as if you've already received it. The stronger the emotion, the more powerful your thoughts become. Concluding the lesson, becoming the creator. By now, you should understand that the power to change your life resides within you. Your thoughts create your reality. What you focus on expands. What you think about consistently becomes your experience. If you want to change your life, you must first change your thoughts. No one can do this for you. It is your responsibility to direct your mind towards what you want, to block out the distractions and limitations that surround you, and to consistently focus on the outcome you desire. Remember, you are not a passive observer in this world. You are the creator of your own destiny. Your thoughts, when aligned with your true desires, are the key that unlocks the universe's infinite potential. You are the master of your fate, and it starts with mastering your mind. Action steps. Recap for Lesson 1. Spend 5 minutes in daily reflection to become aware of your current thoughts. Practice observing your thoughts throughout the day and redirect negative thinking with empowering affirmations. Keep a journal to track your thought patterns, experiences, and shifts. Set clear, intentional thoughts each day about what you want to create. Infuse your thoughts with emotion to amplify their power. Accept full responsibility for your thoughts, your reality, and your destiny. By committing to this practice, you begin to take control of your life. With each thought you master, you carve a path toward the life you desire. The journey begins with one thought, one moment of clarity. Seize it. Lesson 2. Accepting responsibility for your reality. Objective. Eliminate the tendency to complain or blame, and take full responsibility for your circumstances. Key concepts. Complaining or blaming others gives away your power. You hold the key to changing your circumstances by changing your thoughts. Real power comes from accepting that your internal state shapes everything around you. Introduction. The brutal truth of responsibility. Life can often feel like it's happening to us. We might feel as though external forces, whether it's our upbringing, relationships, or circumstances, are the driving factors behind the events and struggles we face. It's easy to fall into the trap of blaming others or pointing fingers when things go wrong. But here's the hard truth. Nothing outside of you has the power to shape your life unless you allow it. If you are to embrace your true power, you must take full responsibility for the circumstances you find yourself in, because ultimately, you are the creator of them. This lesson is one of deep self-reflection. Accepting responsibility is not about feeling guilty or ashamed. It's about reclaiming your power and taking control of your life. When you understand that you are the creator of your reality, you step into a position of strength. Responsibility is not a burden. It's the key to transforming your life from passive victimhood to active creation. The role of thought in creating reality. To understand responsibility fully, you must first acknowledge that your thoughts are the root cause of everything that happens to you. Life is not random. It is a reflection of the thoughts, beliefs, and energy you carry within yourself. Every moment you face, every interaction you experience, is a direct result of the thought patterns you have entertained, consciously or subconsciously. It is easy to look at the external world and blame others. My boss doesn't appreciate me. My friends don't understand me. The economy is holding me back. But the reality is that these external conditions are merely a reflection of your internal state. If you are constantly blaming others, you are giving away your power. You are placing your happiness, your success, your control in the hands of other people and circumstances. But when you take full responsibility for your life, you reclaim your power. You realize that you are not at the mercy of others or fate. You are the one directing the course of your life. You can shape your thoughts, shift your beliefs, and take control of your reactions. The world is a mirror reflecting back the energy you are projecting. shifting from victimhood to empowerment. Victimhood is a mindset, and it is one of the most destructive ways to live. It traps you in a cycle of disempowerment and fear. When you view yourself as a victim, you believe that everything outside of you controls your fate. You believe that you are subject to the whims of other people, the circumstances around you, or some higher force that does not have your best interests at heart. This mindset will keep you stuck. It will drain you of your potential and leave you powerless. But you have the power to break free. The key is to recognize that nothing outside of you has the power to make you feel a certain way or control your life unless you let it. If you feel powerless, it is because you have allowed external forces to dominate your thoughts and beliefs. Taking responsibility means acknowledging that you are in control. You can change your mindset, your responses, and your actions. You can choose how you react to any situation, and you can shape your experiences by shifting your thoughts. When you embrace this, you move from being a passive observer to an active participant in your life. The power of your thoughts in shaping your world. When you take responsibility for your thoughts, you take responsibility for everything in your life. Your external world is a reflection of your internal world. If you believe that the world is hostile, then you will attract hostility. If you believe that opportunities are limited, you will see only limitations. However, when you believe in your power to shape your own life, you will begin to see possibilities where there were none. Your thoughts are not just fleeting ideas. They are energy. They radiate outward and influence your surroundings, your interactions, and the events that unfold in your life. When you think with intention, with purpose, you create an environment that is conducive to growth, success, and fulfillment. When you focus on solutions, opportunities, and gratitude, you invite those things into your reality. Practical exercises to implement responsibility. Daily self-check. Each morning, take 5 minutes to check in with yourself. Ask yourself, what is my attitude toward life today? Write down your thoughts and emotions. Are they empowering or disempowering? Are they rooted in responsibility or victimhood? This will help you identify patterns of thought that need shifting. Example exercise. Write a brief list of current challenges in your life. Next to each one, write a statement of responsibility. For instance, if you're facing financial struggles, you might write, I am responsible for my financial situation because I have allowed myself to think and act from a scarcity mindset. I choose now to focus on abundance. Rewriting your inner dialogue. Start paying attention to your internal dialogue throughout the day. Are you blaming others or external forces for your circumstances? The next time you catch yourself doing this, consciously shift the narrative to one of personal responsibility. Replace, I can't do this because my boss is unfair, with I have the power to create change in my job and my life by shifting my mindset and actions. Empowerment exercise. In moments of challenge, stop and ask yourself, how can I take control of this situation? What thought can I change to shift the outcome? Taking inspired action. Now that you understand that you are responsible for your thoughts and reality, take one action towards solving the biggest challenge in your life today. This action should come from a place of empowerment, not from fear or procrastination. Make it something small but meaningful, something that shows you're actively participating in the creation of your life. Example action. If you're dealing with health issues, taking responsibility might mean scheduling a doctor's appointment, planning healthier meals, or committing to a regular workout routine. This act of responsibility will propel you forward, releasing the need for external validation. One of the most insidious forms of disempowerment is the need for external validation. It's easy to look to others for approval, for confirmation that we are on the right path. But this need for validation keeps us tethered to others' opinions, which means we are still giving away our power. When you take full responsibility for your reality, you stop seeking approval from the outside world. You no longer need others to tell you that you are worthy or capable. You know this deep within. This shift is essential for personal growth because it frees you from the crippling effects of comparison and external judgment. You must trust your own inner guidance. Only you know what is best for you. Your thoughts and desires are your inner compass, and they will never lead you astray if you trust them. Concluding the lesson, stepping into your power. Taking responsibility for your reality is not an easy task. It requires courage and honesty with yourself. But when you truly understand that you are the master of your life, everything changes. No longer will you fall into the trap of blaming others, of feeling like a victim of circumstances. Instead, you will begin to see that every situation is an opportunity for growth. Every challenge a chance to prove your strength. The world is your mirror. When you shift your internal state and take full responsibility for your thoughts, you will see your world change before your eyes. You will begin to manifest the life you desire, not because the world has changed, but because you have. Action steps. Recap for Lesson 2. Perform a daily self-check to assess your attitude toward life and take responsibility for your thoughts. Rewrite your inner dialogue by replacing blame with personal responsibility. Take inspired action toward solving your biggest current challenge. Release the need for external validation and trust in your own ability to shape your reality. By taking full responsibility for your thoughts and actions, you unlock your true potential. When you realize that you are the creator of your reality, nothing can hold you back. It's time to reclaim your power and step into your greatness. Lesson 3. Cultivating persistence and mental discipline. Objective. Develop the mental discipline required to focus your thoughts on your goals and persist in their pursuit. Key concepts. Persistence is essential in mastering your mind and creating the life you desire. Mental discipline is the ability to stay focused on your goals, even in the face of adversity. Success is not immediate. It is the product of consistent, persistent effort over time. Developing mental discipline means overcoming resistance and remaining committed to your purpose. Introduction. The power of persistence and focus. When we look at people who achieve extraordinary success, it's easy to assume that they are special, that they have something we don't. But the truth is, success is not the result of sheer talent or luck. It is the result of persistence, a deep, unwavering commitment to a goal, no matter how many setbacks or obstacles come your way. In the beginning, everything might feel difficult, forced, and unnatural. Your mind will resist the changes you are trying to make. But if you persist, if you practice consistently, eventually your thoughts and actions will align, and what once felt difficult will become automatic. This is the power of mental discipline, and it's what separates those who succeed from those who fall short. The ability to persist, to stay focused on your desires and goals, is the secret to creating the life you want. The path to success is long, and it is often filled with challenges and distractions. But those who can remain dedicated and disciplined, who can focus their mental energy on what they want and ignore everything else will ultimately reach their destination. The role of persistence in achieving success. Persistence is the difference between those who fail and those who achieve greatness. It's easy to start something with passion and enthusiasm, but it takes true discipline to see it through. Success is not built on grand gestures or bursts of inspiration. It is built on daily, consistent effort. It is in the small actions, repeated every day, that you begin to create the reality you desire. Every time you face resistance or doubt, persistence will carry you through. It's easy to give up when things aren't going as planned, when the road ahead seems difficult, when the results don't come fast enough. But the reality is, it's in these moments that your persistence is tested, and it is in these moments that you will either rise or fall. Persistence is the muscle that you must build. It requires mental discipline to stay committed to your goal, especially when things aren't going the way you expect them to. But if you keep pushing forward, even when you feel tired or discouraged, you will eventually begin to see results. The key is not to quit, no matter what. Mental discipline, the art of focusing on your goals. Mental discipline is the ability to direct your thoughts and actions toward your desired outcomes, without letting distractions, doubts, or negative emotions take you off course. It's about developing the strength to stay focused, to keep your eye on the prize, and to ignore the distractions that seek to derail you. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. We are bombarded with messages, temptations, and competing priorities. The more distracted you are, the harder it becomes to stay focused on your goals. Mental discipline means training yourself to ignore those distractions and to keep your thoughts and actions aligned with your vision. This level of focus is not easy to achieve, but it is crucial for success. You must practice. You must train your mind to stay on task, to filter out irrelevant thoughts, and to direct your energy toward the things that matter most. The power of habit and consistency. One of the most powerful tools for developing persistence and mental discipline is the creation of powerful habits. Habits are the routines that shape your daily life, and the ones you develop will either support or hinder your goals. When you make a goal a habit, when you incorporate it into your daily routine, you no longer have to rely on motivation to take action. It becomes automatic. This is why persistence and consistency go hand in hand. You cannot rely on motivation alone to carry you to success. Motivation will fade, and challenges will arise. But consistency, when developed as a habit, will keep you moving forward, even when motivation wanes. Practical exercises to develop persistence and discipline. Set clear, specific goals. The first step to cultivating persistence is knowing exactly what you want to achieve. Write down your goals clearly and specifically. Break them into smaller, manageable steps that you can work on every day. Example: if your goal is to improve your financial situation, break it down into steps like: review my finances for 15 minutes each day, save 10% of my income each month, read one book on financial literacy each month. Create a daily routine. A daily routine creates consistency and allows you to work toward your goals without needing to think about it constantly. Develop a routine that includes specific actions related to your goals and stick to it every day. Example routine: wake up at the same time each day, meditate or visualize for 10 minutes, review your goals, then take one small action toward achieving them. Resist the urge to quit. Whenever you face a challenge, a moment of doubt, or the temptation to quit, acknowledge it, but don't let it control you. Persistence comes in the form of continuing forward, even when you don't feel like it. Action plan. When resistance shows up, remind yourself why you started. Reaffirm your commitment to the goal. Practice pushing through the discomfort by taking one small step forward, even if it feels insignificant. Every small victory builds your mental discipline. Track your progress. Keep a daily journal to track your progress. Reflect on your actions, your thoughts, and your emotions. This helps you stay accountable and recognize where you need to adjust or improve. Example: write down what actions you took each day that moved you closer to your goal. Celebrate each small win and learn from each setback. This process helps reinforce the habit of persistence. Visualize your success. Visualization is a powerful tool that helps reinforce your persistence. Spend time each day visualizing yourself succeeding, feeling the emotions associated with your success. Action plan. Close your eyes and imagine what your life will look like when you've achieved your goal. Feel the satisfaction, the pride, the relief. Use this feeling as fuel to keep going when the going gets tough. Overcoming resistance. The crucial moments. The moments of resistance are where persistence is tested the most. It's when things don't go as planned, when progress seems slow, or when setbacks arise, that you will either rise to the challenge or fall back into complacency. These moments are unavoidable, but they are also essential. They are the proving ground for your mental discipline. When resistance appears, remember that it is not a sign to quit. It is a sign that you are on the right path. Every obstacle is a chance to reinforce your commitment, to dig deeper into your purpose, and to prove to yourself that you will not be stopped. Resistance is not the enemy. It is your greatest ally, revealing to you where your strength lies. Concluding the lesson: the unstoppable power of persistence. Persistence and mental discipline are the pillars of success. It is not enough to have dreams or goals. You must commit to them with unwavering dedication. You must be willing to show up every day, no matter how you feel, no matter how hard it seems. The most successful people in the world are not the most talented. They are the ones who refuse to quit, the ones who keep moving forward, no matter what. By developing persistence, you are not just moving toward your goals. You are building a mindset that will carry you through any challenge life throws at you. And once you have built that mindset, nothing can stop you. You are unstoppable. Action steps. Recap for lesson 3. Set clear, specific goals and break them into manageable steps. Create a daily routine that supports your goals and stick to it. Resist the urge to quit and continue forward, no matter the obstacles. Track your progress and celebrate small wins along the way. Visualize your success to reinforce your persistence and dedication. The key to success lies not in talent or luck, but in your ability to persist, to remain disciplined, and to stay focused on your goals, regardless of the challenges. You hold the power to create the life you want, if you refuse to quit. Lesson 4. Consciously directing energy. Objective. Learn to direct your mental energy toward your desired outcomes and create a life of purpose and power. Key concepts. The solar plexus is the center of your personal power and energy. Thought alone is not enough. It must be accompanied by focused energy to manifest your desires. Directing your energy with intention leads to transformative change. Energy flows where attention goes. By focusing your mental energy, you create alignment between your thoughts and the universe. Introduction. Energy is power. Energy is everywhere. It courses through your body, your thoughts, your emotions, and the very world around you. Every living being generates energy, and it is this energy that drives creation. But just as you can direct physical energy, such as lifting an object or moving your body, you can also direct mental and emotional energy. In fact, mental energy is far more powerful. Every thought you have is imbued with energy, and this energy radiates outward, affecting not only your body, but the environment and situations you encounter. The challenge is not just having thoughts, but learning how to direct that energy with intention. When you direct your mental energy towards a specific goal, you amplify your ability to manifest that goal. The universe responds to the energy you put out. This lesson will teach you how to consciously focus your energy toward creating the life you desire, rather than allowing it to dissipate aimlessly. The solar plexus, the center of personal power. The solar plexus, often referred to as the sun of your body, is the central point from which your life energy flows. This energetic center is crucial because it is not only a physical nerve cluster, but also the focal point of your emotional and mental energy. This area, located around your stomach and diaphragm, is the power hub of your being. It's where your thoughts and emotions come together to fuel your actions. When your solar plexus is activated, your energy radiates outward, making you magnetic. You become more attractive to opportunities, people, and experiences that align with your desires. When this energy is blocked or misdirected, however, it can lead to stagnation, illness, and dissatisfaction. That's why learning how to consciously direct your energy is vital to achieving your goals. Energy flows where attention goes. One of the most powerful principles of energy is that it flows where you direct it. If you focus your mental energy on positive thoughts and goals, your energy will move toward those outcomes. But if you focus on fear, doubt, or negativity, your energy will be pulled in the opposite direction, attracting more of the same. Think of your energy like a stream of water. If you direct it toward a specific channel, it will flow in that direction. But if you scatter it in many different directions, it will become diluted and ineffective. The key to manifesting your desires is to direct your energy, your thoughts, and your focus consistently toward what you want to create. The more you focus, the more powerful the flow of energy becomes. Mental focus, the tool for directing energy. Your thoughts are incredibly powerful, but without focus, they are like a fire without a direction. Focused thought is the concentrated energy that propels your desires into the physical world. The more specific and intense your focus, the more potent your energy becomes. To effectively direct your energy, you must first be clear about what you want. Without clarity, your energy will be scattered, unable to create the kind of impact you desire. You cannot manifest a goal if your energy is divided between multiple desires, or if you are unclear about what you truly want. Once you have clarity, you can begin to direct your energy with purpose. When you think about your goal, focus on it as if it's already happening. Feel the emotions as though your desire has already manifested. This creates a powerful energetic alignment between your thoughts, emotions, and actions, allowing the universe to respond to your intention with greater precision. The power of positive thought and energy alignment. Every thought you have emits a frequency. When you direct your thoughts toward positive, constructive outcomes, your energy vibrates at a higher frequency. This higher frequency not only feels better, but also attracts higher vibrational experiences, people, and opportunities. Conversely, negative or resistant thoughts lower your vibration, creating energetic blocks that prevent manifestation. To align your energy with your desires, you must practice maintaining positive, empowering thoughts that are in harmony with your goals. This doesn't mean ignoring negative emotions. It means not letting them control your energy. Acknowledge the negative emotions, but then redirect your focus to what you want to create, refusing to allow anything else to dominate your mental space. Practical exercises for directing your energy. Clarity and intent. The first step in directing your energy is to be clear about what you want. What is your most important goal right now? Be specific. Write it down in vivid detail. Describe it as though it has already manifested. Action. Plan. Take 10 minutes every morning to write out your goal in the present tense. Use powerful, positive language to reinforce your belief that it's already happening. Energy alignment. Focus on aligning your thoughts with the emotions that would arise if your goal were already fulfilled. Feel the joy, excitement, and satisfaction as if your desire has already manifested. This emotional connection supercharges your mental energy. Action plan. Spend 5 to 10 minutes each day in meditation or visualization, feeling the emotions associated with your success. Imagine yourself living your desired reality in full detail. Daily energy. Check. Throughout the day, take short breaks to check in with your energy. Are you aligned with your goal, or are you letting negative thoughts or distractions pull you away? When you notice a negative thought or emotion, consciously redirect your focus to your goal. Example exercise. If you're feeling doubt or fear, stop and refocus on the positive energy of your goal. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and reaffirm your power to manifest your desires. Mindful thought practice. Be mindful of the thoughts you entertain. If a thought doesn't serve your goal, let it go. Don't give it your energy. Instead, practice redirecting your thoughts back to your vision. Action plan. Start each day with a mental reset. Reflect on your purpose, your desires, and your energy, and ensure that your thoughts are focused on what you want to create. Use positive affirmations. Affirmations are powerful tools for directing your energy. When you repeat a positive affirmation, you send out a strong signal to the universe about what you want to manifest. Action plan. Write 3 to 5 affirmations related to your goal and repeat them throughout the day. Make them specific, positive, and in the present tense. Understanding resistance and redirecting energy. It's important to recognize that resistance will arise. Negative thoughts, doubts, and fears will appear, especially when you are actively working towards something big. This resistance is a sign that you are on the right path, but it can also pull your energy in the wrong direction if you're not careful. When resistance appears, do not fight it. Instead, acknowledge it, then redirect your energy back to your desired outcome. Remind yourself that your energy is powerful and that you have the ability to focus it where you choose. By practicing this redirecting of energy, you will become stronger in your ability to manifest your desires and overcome obstacles. Concluding the lesson, becoming the master of your energy. You are not a passive participant in the universe. You are the master of your energy. The power to create the life you desire lies within your ability to direct your thoughts, emotions, and actions with purpose and clarity. When you align your energy with your desires and focus it consistently, You become a magnet for success, opportunities, and fulfillment. This is not some abstract concept. It is a practice, a discipline that you must cultivate every day. The more you practice consciously directing your energy, the more powerful and magnetic you become. And with that power, you can transform your reality into one of purpose, passion, and unlimited possibility. Action steps. Recap for Lesson 4. Clarify your most important goal and write it down in vivid detail. Align your thoughts with the emotions of having already achieved your goal. Check in with your energy throughout the day and redirect any negative thoughts or distractions back to your goal. Practice mindful thought management by staying focused on what you want to create. Use positive affirmations to send powerful energy toward your desires. By mastering the art of consciously directing your energy, you take control of your life. You are the creator, and the energy you put out is the force that will shape your reality. Lesson 5. Eliminating fear. Objective. Conquer fear, the greatest enemy of personal power, and allow your light to shine. Key concepts. Fear is the greatest obstacle to personal growth and manifestation. Fear blocks your energy, keeping you from creating the life you desire. The only way to eliminate fear is through understanding, facing it, and reprogramming your mind to act in alignment with your true power. Freedom from fear allows your energy to flow freely and empowers you to achieve your goals. Introduction. Fear as the ultimate enemy. Fear is the most powerful force standing between you and your desires. It lurks in the background, whispering in your ear, holding you back, and keeping you trapped in a cycle of stagnation. Fear is a natural part of being human. It is a survival mechanism designed to protect us. But while it may serve us in moments of physical danger, it becomes the greatest obstacle to our growth when it starts to control our thoughts, decisions, and actions. Fear manifests in many forms. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of the unknown, and perhaps the most insidious of all, fear of success. These fears hold us back from taking bold action, from pursuing our goals with unwavering determination. But here's the truth. Fear is an illusion. It is not real. It is a creation of the mind, a product of the beliefs and thoughts we've allowed to take root. And the only way to break free from it is to face it head on. In this lesson, you will learn how to eliminate fear from your life by understanding it, reframing it, and reprogramming your mind to operate without the constraints fear imposes. The nature of fear. Fear is not something that exists outside of you. It is something that originates within. Fear is a mental construct, a story your mind tells you about potential danger or negative outcomes. However, it often has no basis in reality. It keeps you in a state of what-ifs, constantly projecting worst-case scenarios that may never come to pass. The truth is, fear is a liar. It thrives on uncertainty, on doubt, on the unknown. But it cannot stand up to clarity and truth. Fear's greatest power comes from your belief in it. When you give it power, when you feed it with your attention and energy, it grows stronger. But when you refuse to engage with it, when you acknowledge it as an illusion and move forward anyway, fear loses its grip on you. Fear as a block to energy and manifestation. Fear is a destructive force. When you allow fear to control you, it blocks the flow of energy within your body and mind. Remember, your energy flows where your attention goes. If you are focused on fear, your energy is being directed toward that fear, and the universe will respond accordingly. You will attract more fear, more obstacles, and more situations that reinforce your doubts and insecurities. Your solar plexus, the center of your personal power, is particularly sensitive to fear. When fear dominates your mind, it disrupts the flow of energy from this center, causing stagnation and tension. The more fear you allow into your system, the more disconnected you become from your true power. But once you eliminate fear, your energy can flow freely, and your ability to manifest your desires becomes unhindered. In other words, fear is the cloud that hides your inner light. The more fear you have, the dimmer your light shines. But when you banish fear, your light radiates at full strength, and you become a magnet for success, abundance, and happiness. Reprogramming the mind to eliminate fear. Eliminating fear does not mean pretending it doesn't exist or ignoring it. Instead, it means facing it, understanding it, and reprogramming your mind to stop reacting to fear-based thoughts. It is about changing the way you perceive fear, shifting your mindset from one of avoidance to one of courage and empowerment. Awareness. The first step in eliminating fear is to become aware of it. When fear arises, observe it. Where does it come from? What story is your mind telling you? By bringing awareness to your fear, you break its unconscious grip on your mind. You begin to see fear for what it truly is, a mental construct that only exists because you've allowed it to. Challenge. Once you have identified the fear, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this fear based on actual evidence, or is it simply my mind projecting worst-case scenarios? When you examine fear logically, you often find that it has no real foundation. It is a false narrative designed to keep you from taking action. Reframe. After challenging the fear, reframe it. Instead of seeing it as something to avoid, see it as a signal of growth. Fear often arises when you are on the verge of stepping out of your comfort zone. It is a sign that you are about to take action that will move you toward your goals. Reframe fear as a marker of progress, a reminder that you are pushing yourself to new heights. Act. Anyway, the final step is to take action, despite the fear. The more you take action in the face of fear, the less control it has over you. With each step, you diminish the power fear has in your life. You will begin to realize that fear is not something that stops you. It is something that you move through, one courageous step at a time. Practical exercises to eliminate fear. Identify your fears. Spend time reflecting on the fears that are currently holding you back. Write them down and be specific. What is it that you fear the most? Is it fear of failure, rejection, or judgment? Identifying your fears is the first step in taking control of them. Exercise. Write a list of your biggest fears. For each fear, write down how it has held you back in your life. Acknowledge how it has kept you stuck and prevented you from moving forward. Face your fears. Gradually. The best way to overcome fear is to face it. But you don't have to do it all at once. Start small. Take one step toward confronting your fear. If you fear public speaking, start by speaking in front of a mirror or in front of a small group of friends. Each time you take a small step toward facing your fear, you weaken its hold on you. Exercise. Pick one fear you want to face and take a small action toward overcoming it. This could be as simple as starting a difficult conversation, applying for a job you're afraid you might not get, or taking a small risk. Reframe fear into power. The next time fear arises, don't push it away. Embrace it as a sign that you are moving forward. Recognize that fear is not a barrier. It is a challenge to be met. Reframe your thoughts by telling yourself, This fear is evidence that I am on the right path. I am growing, and this is part of my transformation. Exercise. The next time fear strikes, consciously reframe it. Instead of saying, I can't do this because I'm afraid, say, I am afraid because I am about to do something powerful. I choose to take action anyway. Visualization. Visualize yourself overcoming your fear. Imagine yourself in the situation that triggers fear, but instead of feeling paralyzed, imagine yourself acting confidently and succeeding. Feel the emotions of overcoming the fear. Relief, pride, strength. Visualization rewires your brain to see success, not failure. Exercise. Spend 5 minutes every day visualizing yourself conquering a fear. See yourself acting with courage and succeeding. Feel the energy of that success and allow it to fuel you. Freedom from fear. The ultimate power. When you eliminate fear, you unlock a vast well of energy and potential. Fear has a way of siphoning your life force, holding you back from pursuing your dreams and stepping into your true power. But when you face fear and release it, your energy becomes limitless. You become free to move toward your goals without hesitation, and the universe responds by delivering the opportunities, success, and growth you have been seeking. Fear is not your enemy. It is a tool. It is a signal that you are about to break free from your limitations. The key to eliminating fear is to act in spite of it. When you stop giving it power and begin taking courageous action, fear dissolves. And in its place, your light shines brighter than ever. Action steps. Recap for Lesson 5. Identify your fears and understand how they've been holding you back. Gradually face your fears by taking small actions that challenge them. Reframe fear as a signal of growth and progress. Visualize yourself overcoming fear and succeeding in the face of it. Act in spite of fear, knowing that your power lies in your ability to move forward regardless of it. When fear no longer holds you back, you will find yourself capable of achieving things you once thought impossible. You are powerful, and the only thing standing between you and your success is the decision to move through fear instead of around it. Lesson 6. Strengthening your mental focus. Objective. Build the habit of intense mental concentration to manifest your desires and achieve your goals. Key concepts. Mental focus is the foundation of manifestation and success. The ability to concentrate your thoughts and energy on a single outcome is critical in shaping your reality. Distractions will always exist, but you can train your mind to remain focused on your vision and purpose. Strengthening your mental focus means creating a clear, unwavering path toward your goals. Introduction. The power of focus. Focus is the one thing that separates the dreamers from the doers. It is easy to get caught up in the distractions of daily life, to allow your mind to wander from one thought to another, from one goal to the next, without ever fully committing to a single vision. But real success comes when you learn to direct your mental energy toward one outcome, with laser-sharp precision. Your ability to focus your thoughts on your desired outcome is one of the most powerful skills you can develop. This focus amplifies the energy you send into the universe and magnetizes opportunities, people, and events that align with your goal. Without focus, you may find yourself drifting through life, reacting to external circumstances instead of creating the reality you desire. The truth is simple. Energy follows focus. Where your attention goes, your energy flows. The more focused and intentional you are, the more powerful your ability to manifest your desires becomes. The importance of clarity and focus. The first step in developing strong mental focus is clarity. If you are unclear about your goal, your mind will be unable to concentrate its energy effectively. Focus requires a clear target, a definite purpose, so that your thoughts and actions are aligned with it. Without clarity, your mind becomes like a scattered beam of light, lacking intensity and direction. You must know what you want. You must define it clearly and in detail. The more specific and vivid your goal, the easier it will be to direct your energy toward it. When you have clarity, your mind is like a magnifying glass that can concentrate the rays of the sun into a focused, burning point of energy. With this kind of focus, you are unstoppable, eliminating distractions to strengthen focus. In a world full of distractions, it's easy to lose sight of what matters. Social media, the news, personal relationships, work obligations, all of these things can pull your attention in multiple directions. But every time you allow yourself to be distracted, you are losing energy that could be better spent on your goals. Mental discipline requires the ability to block out distractions. You must actively choose where to direct your focus. This doesn't mean you need to eliminate all distractions forever, but you must learn to control when and where you allow them to take up your mental space. When you choose to focus on something, everything else should fade into the background. The science of focus, how your mind works. Your mind is powerful, but it is also easily influenced. Your conscious mind is the part of you that is aware of your thoughts, and it can only focus on one thing at a time. When you allow your mind to jump from thought to thought, it loses its potency. On the other hand, when you concentrate fully on a single thought, you are harnessing the full power of your mental energy. The subconscious mind is also key to strengthening focus. It works behind the scenes to reinforce the beliefs, thoughts, and habits that you impress upon it. The more focused your conscious mind becomes on your goal, the more your subconscious mind begins to work to bring that goal to fruition. This is the mind-body connection in action. Thoughts become beliefs, beliefs become habits, and habits create reality. Building the habit of focus. Focus is not something you either have or don't have. It's a skill you can build with practice. The more you practice focusing your mind, the stronger your ability to do so becomes. Focus requires patience and consistency. You cannot expect to master mental concentration overnight, but with daily practice, you will see noticeable improvements in your ability to stay on track. Just as physical muscles need exercise to grow stronger, your mental muscles need to be trained regularly to improve focus. The more you practice focusing on one thing at a time, the more you will be able to channel your energy effectively. Practical exercises for strengthening focus. Visualization. Practice. Take 5 to 10 minutes each day to practice focusing on a single goal. Close your eyes and visualize your desired outcome in vivid detail. See, feel, and hear the experience of your goal as if it has already happened. The more vivid and clear your visualization, the more energy you will channel toward it. Exercise. Write down your goal in detail. Each day, sit quietly for 5 minutes and visualize yourself achieving that goal. The clearer and more intense the visualization, the more focused your energy will become. Mindful meditation. One of the best ways to develop focus is through meditation. This practice trains your mind to remain still and focused on the present moment. By meditating regularly, you strengthen your ability to control your attention and resist distractions. Exercise. Start with a simple 5-minute meditation. Focus on your breath. And when your mind begins to wander, gently bring your attention back to your breath. Over time, increase the duration and focus on specific goals or desires during your meditation. Single tasking. Multitasking is a myth. It divides your energy and weakens your focus. Instead of trying to juggle many tasks at once, commit to focusing on one task at a time. When you are working on something, give it your full attention. Exercise. Choose one task that requires your full attention, such as writing, working on a project, or engaging in a conversation. Eliminate all distractions and focus entirely on that task for a set period of time, 20 to 30 minutes. When your focus starts to fade, take a short break and then return to the task with renewed energy. Energy audit. Throughout the day, check in with yourself and assess your focus. Are you distracted? Are you letting negative thoughts or emotions pull you off course? Practice realigning your focus with your goal by redirecting your thoughts and energy back to what matters. Exercise. Set a timer on your phone or computer to go off every hour. When it rings, take a moment to check in with yourself. Are you still focused on your goal, or have distractions caused you to lose momentum? Reaffirm your commitment to your purpose and get back on track. Limiting external distractions. Create a productive environment where distractions are minimized. This could mean turning off your phone, finding a quiet space, or organizing your workspace. The less you allow distractions into your environment, the easier it will be to focus on your tasks. Exercise. Identify your top distractions. Social media, noise, clutter, etc. Make a conscious effort to reduce or eliminate these distractions when you are working on your most important tasks. The power of focused action. Focus is not just about thinking, it's about acting. Your focus must translate into action. Once you have directed your energy toward a specific goal, you must follow through with deliberate, purposeful action. Focus without action is simply daydreaming. Focus with action is the force that creates your reality. When your mind is clear and your focus is strong, every action you take will be aligned with your goal. The energy you put into those actions will compound over time, bringing you closer to your desired outcome. The key is to maintain that focus, to keep taking small, intentional steps toward your goal every day. Concluding the lesson, becoming a master of focus. Focus is the gateway to manifesting your desires. It is the tool you use to direct your energy and shape your reality. Without focus, you are like a ship drifting aimlessly at sea, subject to the winds and waves of external circumstances. But when you direct your focus with precision, you become the captain of your ship, steering it toward your dreams with unwavering determination. To strengthen your mental focus, you must commit to daily practice. You must train your mind to stay on course, to block out distractions, and to align your thoughts, energy, and actions with your goals. As you practice focus, you will find that your ability to manifest your desires becomes more powerful, more precise, and more effective. With focus, you have the power to create anything you want. Action steps. Recap for Lesson 6. Define your goal clearly and specifically. Write it down in vivid detail. Practice daily visualization of your goal, focusing on every aspect of the experience. Incorporate mindful meditation into your routine to train your mind to stay focused. Commit to single tasking and eliminate distractions when working toward your goal. Conduct an energy audit each day to assess and realign your focus. Create a productive environment that supports your mental focus and minimizes distractions. By strengthening your focus, you unleash your full potential. You become a powerful creator, and your desires are no longer distant dreams. They are inevitable realities. Lesson 7. Understanding the connection between conscious and subconscious minds. Objective. Recognize the powerful link between the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the universal mind, and learn to harness this connection to manifest your desires. Key concepts. The conscious mind directs your thoughts, but the subconscious mind is where creation happens. The subconscious mind is directly connected to the universal mind, which is the source of infinite creative power. Your conscious mind is the gatekeeper, but it is the subconscious mind that shapes your reality. Alignment between the conscious and subconscious minds is essential for consistent manifestation. Introduction. The conscious versus subconscious mind. Your conscious mind is the part of you that is aware of your thoughts, your environment, and your choices. It is the logical, analytical part of the brain that is in control when you are making decisions, solving problems, and navigating day-to-day activities. It is the part of you that is actively engaged in the world, focused on tasks, and seeking out knowledge. However, the conscious mind is only the surface layer. Beneath it lies the subconscious mind, the true powerhouse of creation. The subconscious mind controls everything that happens automatically in your body. Your heartbeat, your breath, your movements, and your deeply ingrained habits. More importantly, it is the subconscious that governs your beliefs, your emotions, and your reactions, many of which are formed by the experiences and patterns you've absorbed throughout your life. The conscious mind can hold just a few thoughts at a time, but the subconscious mind has the ability to process vast amounts of information and control every aspect of your life. It operates largely outside of your conscious awareness, yet it is responsible for creating the patterns and results you experience in the physical world. Understanding the relationship between these two parts of the mind is key to unlocking your true potential. The power of the subconscious mind. While your conscious mind makes decisions, it is the subconscious mind that brings them into being. It is the medium through which your thoughts, beliefs, and desires take shape in the material world. The subconscious mind does not reason or question. It simply accepts whatever is impressed upon it by the conscious mind and begins to create it in your life. This is why it is crucial that you align your conscious thoughts with the beliefs and emotions in your subconscious. If your conscious mind desires success, but your subconscious mind holds deep-seated fears of failure, the subconscious will override the conscious mind. This is why so many people struggle to manifest their desires. They want something, but their subconscious is not aligned with that desire, often due to past experiences, limiting beliefs, or fear-based programming. The subconscious mind is also the direct channel to the universal mind, the infinite intelligence that governs all creation. This means that by aligning your subconscious mind with the universal mind, you gain access to unlimited creative power. But this alignment can only happen when the conscious and subconscious minds are in harmony. The role of the universal mind. The universal mind is the source of all creative power. It is the infinite intelligence that exists throughout the universe and is available to all. The universal mind operates beyond the limitations of time, space, and matter, and it is constantly in motion, creating and expanding the universe. Every idea, every breakthrough, every manifestation is the result of this universal creative force. Your subconscious mind is the bridge between your conscious mind and the universal mind. When you impress a desire or goal upon your subconscious, you are essentially tapping into the universal mind and directing that infinite creative power toward your desires. However, the power of the universal mind can only be accessed if your conscious and subconscious minds are aligned with the same goal. In essence, your subconscious mind is not just a storage center for past experiences and beliefs. It is the medium through which you access the universal mind and channel its power to shape your reality. When you align your conscious thoughts with the subconscious beliefs that reflect your desires, you begin to draw on the infinite intelligence of the universe, and your desires begin to manifest. Creating alignment between the conscious and subconscious mind. To manifest your desires, it is essential to create alignment between your conscious thoughts and your subconscious beliefs. This requires conscious effort and mental discipline. Here are the steps to align the two. Awareness. The first step is to become aware of any subconscious beliefs or emotions that are in conflict with your conscious desires. For example, if you consciously desire financial abundance, but you subconsciously believe that money is the root of all evil, or that you don't deserve wealth, there is a disconnect between your conscious and subconscious mind. To create alignment, you must first become aware of these limiting beliefs. Reprogramming the subconscious mind. Once you identify any limiting beliefs or fears, you can begin to reprogram your subconscious mind. This can be done through techniques like positive affirmations, visualization, and meditation. These practices work by impressing new, empowering beliefs upon your subconscious, gradually replacing old, limiting ones. Affirmations. Repeating positive statements that affirm your desired outcome, such as, "I am worthy of abundance," or "I am confident in my ability to achieve my goals," will help rewire the subconscious mind. Visualization. Creating vivid mental images of your desired outcome, accompanied by strong emotions, is a powerful way to communicate with the subconscious. By visualizing success, abundance, or any goal you want to manifest, you reinforce the belief that it is already yours. Emotional alignment. Your emotions are a key indicator of the state of your subconscious mind. Positive emotions like joy, gratitude, and love align with the universal mind and draw opportunities and success toward you. Negative emotions like fear, doubt, and anger create resistance and block manifestation. Learn to cultivate positive emotions and let go of the negative ones by using tools like meditation, mindfulness, and emotional release techniques. Affirm your desires with confidence. To fully align your conscious and subconscious mind, you must act as if your desires have already manifested. The more confident you are in your ability to achieve your goals, the stronger the alignment becomes. Act with certainty, take inspired action, and trust that the universe is responding to your focused energy. Practical exercises for aligning the conscious and subconscious minds. Daily affirmations. Write down affirmations related to your goals and repeat them daily. Ensure they are positive, present tense, and aligned with your desired outcome. Example: I am confident, capable, and deserving of all the success that is coming my way. Visualization. Practice. Spend 5 to 10 minutes each day visualizing your goal as if it has already been achieved. Picture yourself living your desired reality in vivid detail. Feel the emotions associated with it: happiness, gratitude, excitement, and let those emotions fuel your subconscious mind. Exercise. Create a vision board or visualization collage with images that represent your goal. Look at it every day to keep your mind focused on your desires. Meditation and mindfulness. Meditation helps you tap into your subconscious mind and reprogram it. Spend 10 to 15 minutes a day in meditation, focusing on your breath or a mantra. This practice will help clear away any negative or limiting thoughts, allowing new, positive beliefs to take their place. Exercise. Try a guided meditation that focuses on manifesting your desires and aligning your conscious mind with your subconscious. Emotional alignment. Pay attention to your emotions throughout the day. When you feel fear, doubt, or anxiety, take a moment to breathe deeply, acknowledge the emotion, and consciously redirect your thoughts to a positive outcome. Exercise. Practice gratitude daily. List 3 things you're grateful for each morning and evening. Gratitude shifts your emotional state and aligns your energy with positive outcomes. Affirm your desires. With action. Alignment is not just about thoughts. It is also about action. Take consistent, inspired action toward your goal, knowing that your subconscious mind is working to support you. Trust the process and take the next step, even when you are unsure. Exercise. Break your goal down into small steps and take action toward them every day. Even small progress will build your confidence and strengthen the alignment between your conscious and subconscious mind. Concluding the lesson, the power of alignment. When your conscious mind and subconscious mind are aligned, you unlock the full potential of the universal mind. You become a powerful creator, capable of manifesting your deepest desires. The conscious mind directs your focus, but it is the subconscious mind that drives your actions, beliefs, and emotions. By aligning both, you tap into the limitless power of the universe and begin to shape your reality. Creating this alignment takes time, practice, and patience. But once you achieve it, your manifestations will unfold with ease. You are not separate from the universal mind. You are one with it. By aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and actions, you open the floodgates to success, abundance, and fulfillment. Action steps. Recap for Lesson 7. Identify any limiting beliefs in your subconscious that may be conflicting with your conscious goals. Use affirmations, visualization, and meditation to reprogram your subconscious mind with empowering beliefs. Cultivate positive emotions and emotional alignment with your goals through gratitude and mindfulness. Act with confidence, taking inspired action toward your goals, while trusting that the universe is supporting you. Practice daily exercises to strengthen the alignment between your conscious and subconscious minds. By mastering the connection between your conscious and subconscious minds, you gain access to the infinite creative power of the universe. When both are aligned, there is nothing you cannot create. The universe is yours to shape. Lesson 8. Manifesting through focused thought and action. Objective. Learn to manifest your desires by combining focused thought with deliberate, consistent action. Key concepts. Manifestation is the result of both focused thought and aligned action. Thought is the starting point, but action is the bridge between intention and reality. Consistent, purposeful action strengthens your ability to manifest desires by keeping you aligned with your goals. The universe responds to clarity, focus, and action. It is not enough to wish for something. You must actively work toward it. Introduction. Manifestation is a 2-part process. Manifestation is not a passive process. It is not simply about thinking positively and hoping things will fall into place. Manifestation requires a deep understanding that both your thoughts and actions must work in harmony to bring your desires into reality. Thought is the seed, but action is the soil in which that seed takes root and grows. In this lesson, we will explore how you can manifest your desires by focusing your thoughts with intention and combining them with deliberate, inspired action. Manifestation is the result of consistently focused energy directed toward your goals, paired with actionable steps that move you closer to achieving them. The universe does not simply deliver opportunities to your door. It responds to your energy, your focus, and your willingness to put in the work. The role of focused thought in manifestation. Thought is the starting point of every creation. Everything that exists in the physical world was once a thought. Every invention, every breakthrough, every success. Your desires and goals begin as thoughts in your mind, and it is the intensity of focus you place on those thoughts that begins to shape your reality. When you focus on a goal with clarity and precision, you send a powerful signal to the universe about what you want. But focus alone is not enough. You must align your thoughts with the emotions that correspond to the realization of that goal. This emotional energy amplifies the power of your thoughts, attracting the resources, opportunities, and people you need to manifest your desires. Manifestation occurs when you hold a thought in your mind long enough for it to be impressed upon your subconscious. Once your subconscious mind accepts this thought as truth, it begins to guide your actions, bringing you closer to your goal. This is why consistent, focused thought is crucial. It establishes a mental and emotional blueprint that directs your subconscious to take the necessary actions. The importance of action in manifestation. Action is the missing link between thought and manifestation. It is easy to think about what you want, but to manifest it, you must take consistent, purposeful steps toward your goal. These actions do not need to be grand gestures. Small, intentional actions taken daily will build momentum over time and move you closer to the reality you desire. Action is not just about doing. It's about doing with purpose and alignment. You must take inspired action, which means taking steps that feel aligned with your goal and your intuition. Inspired action often comes when you are mentally and emotionally aligned with your desires. It is the natural next step after focused thought. One of the most common mistakes people make is expecting manifestation to happen without effort. They believe that simply thinking about their goals is enough. But manifestation requires energy, focus, and effort. The universe responds to those who are willing to put in the work to bring their visions to life. How consistent action builds momentum. When you begin to take action toward your goals, even small actions will build momentum. Momentum is the force that propels you forward, making it easier to continue taking steps toward your goal. Each action you take reinforces the belief that your goal is achievable, which in turn strengthens your focus and energy. Momentum also helps you stay connected to your vision. When you take consistent action, you are less likely to be distracted by external circumstances or doubt. You begin to see that your efforts are having an impact, which fuels your confidence and determination. Think of manifestation like a snowball rolling down a hill. The more you act toward your goal, the bigger the snowball becomes and the faster it moves. The key is to start small and keep moving forward. As you build momentum, your manifestation process will gain speed, and the universe will begin to deliver opportunities to you more quickly. Aligning thought and action for maximum manifestation power. To manifest your desires, you must ensure that your thoughts and actions are in perfect alignment. Your thoughts must be clear and focused, and your actions must be consistent with the goal you are trying to manifest. If your thoughts and actions are not aligned, the universe receives mixed signals, and your desires may not materialize. Here's how you can align your thoughts and actions. Clarity of thought. Be clear on what you want and why you want it. Write down your goals and visualize them regularly to keep your focus sharp. Emotional alignment. Cultivate the emotions that align with your goals. Feel the excitement, gratitude, and pride as if your desire has already manifested. Consistent action. Take deliberate action every day that moves you closer to your goal. Even small actions add up over time and build momentum. The more aligned your thoughts and actions are, the more powerful your manifestation becomes. You are signaling to the universe, with both your energy and your effort, that you are ready to receive what you desire. Practical exercises for manifesting through focused thought and action. Goal clarity. Exercise. Write down your most important goal in vivid detail. Be as specific as possible about what you want to manifest. The clearer you are, the easier it will be to focus your thoughts and energy on it. Action plan. Break your goal into smaller, actionable steps. What can you do today, this week, and this month to move closer to your goal? Write these steps down and commit to taking action. Visualization and emotional alignment. Spend 5 to 10 minutes every day visualizing your goal. Picture it as if it has already manifested. Engage all your senses. See, feel, hear, and experience the reality you want to create. Allow yourself to feel the emotions that come with achieving this goal, and let that energy fuel your actions. Exercise. Create a vision board or a goal map with images and words that represent your desires. Keep it visible and spend time each day visualizing your success while focusing on the positive emotions associated with it. Daily action commitment. Each day, commit to taking one small action toward your goal. This could be making a phone call, sending an email, researching an opportunity, or setting aside time to work on a project. No action is too small. What matters is the consistency and intention behind it. Exercise. Write down your daily action plan each morning. At the end of the day, reflect on what you accomplished. Celebrate even the smallest progress, knowing it's a step closer to your desired outcome. Overcome resistance with action. Resistance is inevitable, but action is the antidote. When you feel resistance or doubt, take a small, focused action anyway. By doing so, you break the grip of fear and move forward with confidence. Exercise. The next time you feel resistance, instead of avoiding it, take immediate action. It could be something small, but make sure it's in line with your goal. This practice helps reprogram your mind to act in the face of fear. Concluding the lesson, the dance of thought and action. Manifestation is a dynamic, powerful process that combines focused thought with purposeful action. It is not enough to simply wish for something. You must believe in it with every fiber of your being and take action to bring it into existence. The universe responds to clarity, intention, and effort. And when your thoughts and actions are aligned, nothing can stop you from achieving your desires. The power to manifest your desires lies within you. It begins with your thoughts, but it requires action to bring those thoughts into the physical realm. By consistently taking inspired action toward your goals, you activate the creative forces of the universe and begin to shape the life you desire. Stay focused, stay committed, and watch as your dreams become your reality. Action steps. Recap for lesson 8. Write down your goal in vivid detail and break it into smaller, actionable steps. Spend time each day visualizing your goal, engaging your emotions as if it has already happened. Take one small action toward your goal every day and track your progress. Overcome resistance by taking immediate action when doubt or fear arises. Keep your thoughts and actions in alignment, knowing that each step you take brings you closer to your desired outcome. Your desires are within your reach. The only thing standing between you and your goals is your willingness to act. Now go and take the first step. The universe is waiting for you to make your move. To all the returning GrimFace warriors, thank you for your unwavering commitment to the movement. Your strength, resilience, and relentless pursuit of greatness are what make this community unstoppable. You are the ones who take the darkness, turn it into power, and rise above the challenges that life throws your way. The path to mastery is never easy, but together, we are forging our destinies. No limits, no excuses. To those of you who are new to the GrimFace movement, welcome. You found a place where strength is built, not given. Here, we don't wait for opportunities to come to us. We create them. We take control of our minds, our lives, and our futures. If you're ready to break free from the chains of doubt, fear, and mediocrity, then you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button, join the ranks, and become part of a community of like-minded warriors who are rewriting the rules of success. The journey isn't easy, but nothing worth having ever is. We're here to push each other, to rise above, and to claim the greatness that's waiting for us. GrimFace warriors, stay sharp, stay focused. The best is yet to come.